M.4, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, it is completely not me, and I'm not playing. I have no control over the outcome. This is the last qualifier of the first round. As Bob Backlund and Kurt Angle, this should be an even better match than the last match. This, you want to talk about pure wrestling? These are two of the most purest wrestlers in the world. Bob Backlund, at one point, one of the longest reigning world champions in the history of wrestling ever. Kurt Angle, of course, the Olympic gold medalist. And I'm not going to remind you guys how he won the Olympic gold medal with a broken neck, because it's been said way too much. Just take the fact that he won the gold medal. That's enough. Here we go, folks. It's on. And Kurt Angle right away goes after Bob Backlund. This should be a real humdinger, folks, let me tell you. So far, already advanced in this tournament is Mad Dog Vachon, Bad News Brown, and Dr.Death Steve Williams. And who did they defeat, you ask? Well, Mad Dog Vachon defeated Rick Rude. Bad News Brown, whether it's an upset or not, defeated Harley Race. And Dr. Death defeated the Iron Sheik in this first rounds. And next we're going to go to the next rounds after this. Of course, you guys know how the tournament works. I don't have to explain it to you. If I do, there's a problem, I'd have to say. As Bob Backlund... Oh my, what a clothesline by Backlund. Might have woke up the youngster from Minneapolis, Minnesota. As nice maneuver there by Kurt Angle from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Kurt Angle just recently retired from in-ring competition after severely having several issues with physicalness. Quite frankly, I think he was I think he was okay back in his prime, but I think, I'm curious to know, exactly when Kurt Angle started feeling some pain, because perhaps he could have gave it up a little while ago and prolonged his career, maybe. I don't know. But he is a very talented guy in a ring, folks. Can't take that away from him. But Bob Backlund, ladies and gentlemen, who will ever forget when he came back out of retirement back in the late 80s, early 90s, and he had a feud with Bret the Hitman Hart, actually winning the WWE Championship back then, and beating with the crossface chicken wing with the help of a certain brother of Bret Hart. Not without controversy, but Backlund went on to wreak havoc with his crossface chicken wing, which I'd like to add that it is one of the... A lot of people ask me where the Black Rose came from. And, well, for one thing, it came from my judo background in real life, but also it's kind of a cross between the crossface chicken wing, a neck vise, and a body scissors, which is where you get the Black Rose. It's a combination of several different submissions in one, which is why it is a devastating thing. As Backlund now is getting suplexed all over the ring right now by the Olympian. And Backlund now gets pinned. Is that going to be enough to put it away for Backlund? Nope. Backlund kicks out at 2. Angle might be wondering what it takes to beat him in this first round. And Backlund with a shot to the hip. Oh! Thought maybe it was going. There it is! He almost has it. If he locks it in, folks, it could be dangerous for Kurt Angle. And it is! He's got it! And Backlund has it in the crossface chicken wing, and Angle taps. Is that an upset, folks? It's a dream match. That's what it was, folks. But now we have a winner. Let's take a look at this. How many guys can take those kinds of German suplexes, which, by the way, in Backlund's days didn't happen very often, to come back, to have the wherewithal to put in the crossface chicken wing? Kurt Angle right there messed up just a little bit, and Backlund made him pay for it. I thought maybe he would have tried to get out of it. If anybody could get out of a submission, it would be Angle. But in this particular case, Angle had no choice but to tap from that crossface chicken wing. Of course, the Black Rose is a little different considering I take it down. You've seen it on the show before, folks.
Winner, Bob Backlund.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, as Bob Backlund will move forward. Are you guys surprised? Not really, right? All right, folks. Stick around. We're going to take a look at the brackets and the updates. All right. Congratulations, Mr. Backlund. You guys bet yet and see who's going to win this? Well, all right, let's take a look at the standings right now. Taking a look at the standing of this bracket right here. Not that one. The updated brackets right now. So we got Dr. Death and Bob Backlund in one, Mad Dog and Bad News Brown. You know what? Let's go with that right now, considering Bad News Dr. Death and Bob Backlund just got done with his match. So let's get it in. Next run, Bad Dog was shown, Bad News Brown. Again, folks, completely randomized, no control over the outcome. This should be a good one, too. This should be an all-out brawl right here. Mad Dog was shown and Bad News Brown. Oh, man. This right now is a Street Fighter's... This is right here is a wrestler's favorite dream right here. You guys ever thought it was possible? Probably not. Only on this show could we give it to you. And this is by... They earned their way to fight each other. Not just we threw it together. This is a dream match for some folks. I'm sure someone out there wanted to see the Mad Dog was shown and Bad News Brown, two of the toughest guys in the ring and out of the ring. By the way, we still have more after this. We have 6 more qualifiers, and then the winners will do it one-on-one. The 2 from each bracket. Oh my, what a clothesline. Right now, I'm going to say Bad News Brown has got a good chance right now, folks. I like Bad News Brown's chances a lot. Seeing how he almost I don't want to say decimated Harley Race, but I mean, if you can take that kind of punishment to the guy, the accolades of Harley Race, I don't know if anybody can stand up to that. But maybe Mad Dog can, as a nice backbreaker right there. Guess it's really up to anybody's ball game right now. Maybe Dr. Death will take it out. Or maybe Bob Backlund. How appropriate would that be? 4th of July was just a couple days ago. Independence Day. Bob Backlund was a huge political guy for a little while there. And Bad News drops that elbow right into the throat of the Shone. And again... Showing no mercy. Oh, now he's measuring him. Could he be going for that Gatto Buster already? And he does. This could be a quick one, folks. Rolls him up. Oh, it kicks out at 2. Bad News thought maybe he was going to get it easy right there, but nope. Mad Dog has some fight left in him. And Bad News has no problem dishing out more punishment. There's that headbutt. And Bad News, rather than continue on, decides to mock the crowd. And Mad Dog, shot to the kidney, sends Bad News right back into the ring. And now Mad Dog, the Shone, is, oh my, and a quick roll, oh my, look at this. Nice move by Mad Dog Vachon. Turns the tables right quick. I'm not going to say that Mad Dog Vachon doesn't have a chance either, folks. He did. He had some pretty big things against Rick Rude. Still to come, folks. We still have Steve Blackman, Scott Steiner, Haku and Brock Lesnar, Undertaker, Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock, and Jack Swagger. Only the best on this show, huh, folks? Stick around, and I still have a bit of a surprise for a double main event. Yep. Well, the triple main event if you count the fact that we're going to have the qualifier as a match. And right now, Bad News Brown is having some problems with Mad Dog Vachon, as he's got him in a neck breaker. I mean, a chin lock that Bad News gets out of real quick. Oh, clothesline. Down goes Bad News, and a kick to the chest, and another one. Kick right into the heart, if there is one. And Bad News kicks him off. Look at this. Almost like he had nothing wrong with him. Was he playing possum, maybe? Oh, wait a minute. What's this all about? I don't know what that's all about. Bad News is back to... Wait a minute. It's Rhino. ECW superstar Rhino out of nowhere with a gore on Bad News Brown. What was that all about? Is it maybe because of the lineage? Is it because of the hardcore style of Vachon? Did Vachon pay him to come out? This could be multiple different angles, folks. We don't really know. We'll have to stick around and see what happens here. Well, is it going to really make a difference as Bad News is right back into the thing? He says no more. He's got to put him away, is what he says. And now, Bad News rakes around the face. Uh-oh. Back suplex. And Mad Dog is down, folks. Looks like that gore by Rhino didn't do very much to Bad News Brown, except maybe irritate him. Maybe make him angry. That's about all it did thus far. That's what I can see anyway. Oh, my. So remember, folks, whoever wins this entire tournament is not, you're not going to see them. You're going to see them again today, a little bit later on tonight. Well, in a few minutes after the fact, after we go through the other 6 guys. Oh, how about that, folks? Just like that. Maybe the gore did have an effect on Bad News Brown. Maybe his ribs hurt him a little bit. But Bad News took it too, the Vachon. I got to tell you that. But in the end, it was that shot right there that put an end. That was Durian right there. Look at this spear. The gore by Rhino, maybe that's what the whole thing was. Look at this. Rhino came in right here out of nowhere towards the end of the match. I thought Bad News was going to really take it in. But nope. Vachon had other ideas, and there's your winner right there.
Mad Dog Vachon.
So Mad Dog Vachon will be moving forward. But congratulations to Bad News Brown. He gave it a hell of a shot. But right now, we're going to go and take a break. Get ready, folks.